today we are finally going to review / discuss June's book of the month. We skipped July there. It kind of snuck up on me, to be honest with you, as did August, because obviously we're already here. It's already August and I'm just now posting this, but whatever. That's besides the point. We're still doing book club. But anyways, June's book of the month was my best friend's Exorcism, and I'm excited to talk about it. I'm going to do a little mini review, then I'm going to do a little spoiler review, kind of, not review, just like a couple things that stood out to me that are definitely spoilers, but I'll let you know when that happens. So in case you're here just to see if it's worth reading, you can stop watching or continue to watch if you're a sucker for a spoiler. And then at the very end, I'm going to talk about the 2 book options for the month of August. So you can go on Twitter if you want and vote for which book option you want to read for the month of August. So that's what we're going to do. So I might as well just jump right into this review. As far as a little like summary of my best friend's Exorcism goes, I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory. The title is, it's about a friend who gets an exorcism, you know what I mean? So I don't know if it was on YouTube or Instagram or something, I don't know, but one of you guys had already read my best friend's Exorcism and you said that it reminded you of Heathers meets, which is an awesome like 80s kind of flick. If you haven't seen it, you should totally. It's got Winona Ryder, which, hello, babe alert. But anyways, that's besides the point. It reminded them of a mix between Heathers and The Exorcism of Emily Rose. And I would say that's pretty spot on. You have a little bit of an exorcism thing in there, but you also have this like 80s or just like any sort of mean girl flick. So I really enjoyed that aspect of it. But the one reason I loved this book so much was the nostalgia factor. Just the friendship dynamic, just things that you would do at sleepovers and reading YM magazine and having to call a landline at a certain time because you didn't have a cell phone, you didn't have text, you didn't have email, none of that. So I don't know, it was this nostalgia factor I really enjoyed. But also I felt like the setting, as far as being in the 80s, really worked for the book. And without that, I don't think it would have worked out as well, if that makes sense. I don't know if you guys agree with me there. So if you haven't read the book yet and you're into kind of horror movies or teen screams or anything from the 80s, that kind of thing, I totally recommend this book. I thought it was equal parts fun and scary and creepy all at once. Not over the top scary, like you're not gonna be able to sleep at night unless you're ultra sensitive to that kind of stuff. But even then, I don't know. The really kind of scary parts were more gory and creepy than they were just flat out scary. So yeah, definitely recommend this book. You should totally read it if you haven't yet. So if you haven't read the book, stop here unless you want to hear about some spoilers, which you totally can if you want. I'm not gonna tell you what to do. So as far as spoilers go, let's just talk about the worm. I just want to get it out there. I've been thinking about it this whole time I've been talking, just like rambling on, and all I've been thinking about is that damn worm. But that damn worm, when the girl and the worm, she could see it in the back of her throat, it comes crawling out, and ugh, like I had the freaking heebie-jeebies, but I was loving it all at once. Like, you know, like when you're on a roller coaster, you're kind of scared, but you're also really excited, and you're like, all these feelings are happening. That is 100% how I was feeling when that whole worm thing was happening. I think I went back and read that like 500 times because I was like, what happened? Like, what is coming out of her mouth? The whole bloated belly, oh my gosh, the whole thing. And drinking the shakes, the whole setup, it was just brilliant. I actually think that this book would make a brilliant movie. I wish they would totally recreate it because I would go and watch it just to see how they would reenact that worm scene because, oh my gosh, just so gross, but I loved it. I don't know if you guys felt the same way, but you should let me know down in the comments if you did, because that was so awesome. Anyways, okay, another thing that stood out to me that was actually kind of negative, because I really just don't see the point when this happens in a movie or a book or whatever, is when they kill a pet, like the dog or the cat or whatever. It's usually a dog. I know they don't actually hurt a dog. I get it. Like, I know I'm just being ultra sensitive about it, but I just don't prefer it. I don't find it very effective, if that makes sense. I don't know. In this story, I didn't think it worked, although I really hate it in any kind of story or movie. But anyways, I didn't think it worked in this story because I already knew she was freaking possessed. Like, I don't need you to kill your dog to know that you're possessed, girl. Like, we already get it. We know something's going on. Overall, really enjoyed this book. It's like the teen scream that I've never had but always wanted, you know, as far as a book or movie or anything that's been out there. Was a little bit disappointed in the ending, but I don't know. I can't think of anything that I would do differently, like as far as like how I could make it better. So I just am bitching about nothing, basically. I guess every story has to come to an end. It's gonna be disappointing when you just have been like, yes, yes, yes. You know what I mean? This is me reading, flipping the page. although I read it on my Kindle, but whatever. Let me know down in the comments box what you guys thought, what stood out to you, your favorite parts, and what you thought about that freaking worm. Tell me down in the comments box because I gotta know. Another thing, if you guys read the other option, which was The Nix, which by the way was 5 out of 5 for me, probably one of the best books I've read out there. It's so freaking brilliant. It's a long read, but definitely recommend it if you haven't read it yet. So that's called The Nix. I'll leave it down in the description box for you guys in case you want to check it out. But if you read the other option, then leave that in the comment section as well. Let me know what you thought. Let's discuss all the things down in the comment section. So I will see you guys down there because I'm super excited to talk about it. But before I leave you, I'm going to talk about the 2 books for the month of August, the 2 book options. They are already on Twitter. You can vote for which option you want to read for this month. I also left a little surprise option to read both. So make sure you go on Twitter. My Twitter handle is JTheLibra and vote for which option you want to read, which I'm about to tell you. The first one is Behind Closed Doors by B.A. Paris. So my friend actually read this over the summer and was like, girl, you've got to read this book. I could not put it down. I was like, that would be perfect for a book club. So I put it on August book of the month options. What am I saying? I don't know. Okay. But just to give you a little idea of what it's about, which I really don't know because I haven't read it yet, but from the description, apparently it's about a couple who has this perfect life, or it appears to be perfect as far as everyone around them is concerned. Their life is just perfect. We get the idea probably by now because I said perfect 500 times. Okay. But obviously something is just too perfect in their life. I don't know, I guess there's some deeper thing that's really probably messed up. Since it's a psychological thriller, you know it's gonna probably have twists and turns and be all sorts of messed up. So that's Behind Closed Doors. So the second book this month is The Butterfly Garden by Dot Hutchison, which is, I think this one is more of like a crime meets murder thing, I don't know, but from the description what I gathered is it's about this butterfly garden, and I don't know if this murderer keeps the bodies there or what he does in the butterfly garden, like if it's one of those things like, you know, what's that one movie or book where there's like the lake, or there's like in the water there's like a garden of dead people. I don't know, it's really creepy, but anyways, kind of giving me those vibes. But I guess there's a survivor, and the survivor is trying to help the investigators or whoever kind of tell them what happened to her or him. I think it's a her. The stories get mixed up or confused or something happens. I don't know, but once again, it's another one I really want to read. Also, another thing I really love about this, since I'm a sucker for a discount, this guy is $5.49 on Kindle. And if you have Kindle Unlimited, then it's free. Which, hello. So yeah, those are the 2 books. Once again, I will leave both of the books and their descriptions, where to get them, all that good stuff down in the description box of this video, just that little drop down bar, so check that out. Also, don't forget to go on Twitter and vote for which book you want to read for the month of August if you want to. If you don't want to vote and you don't care, you just want to see which one wins and go from there, then I will be announcing that on Twitter, on Instagram, and on here later in the week when I do my favorites videos. So that, I think, is it. I think we covered everything. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this review and discussion. If you did, you can give it a thumbs up. Say hey girl hey down in the comments box because you know I love talking to you. But also, if you want to talk about the book, discuss it, tell me what stood out to you. Don't forget to do that because you know I also love talking about that. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.